Hello, this is Pre-Calculus Part 1, Lesson P-1, which is the preliminary chapter. This is Example 8, which was found on page 14 of the textbook. It says 6 times the quantity 2x squared plus 4x plus 10 times the quantity of 4x squared plus 3x. Now, if you'll notice in the next step, what they're doing is they're distributing the 6 to the 2x and the 4x, and they're distributing the 10 to the 4x squared and the 3x. When we do that, we end up with this line. 6 times 2x, of course, makes 12x. 6 times 4x, which is what we have here, ends up being 24x. The 10 times the 4x squared gives you 40x squared. And then, of course, 10 times 3x, which is what we had here, ends up being 30x. Now, all of these are plus, so we all we have to do is to group together the like terms. That means that we can combine the 12x squared and the 40x squared, which is what they've done here, and the 24x and the 30x, which is what they've done here. So 12 and 40 end up being 52x, and 24 and 30 end up being 54x. So my overall answer is 52x squared plus 54x. Now, let's do the got it together, and we're going to do the same thing that we did in the example here. We're going to distribute that 7 to both the 4x squared and the 3x. We're also going to distribute the 2 to the 5x squared as well as to the x. When we do, we can save ourselves a step or two. 7 times 4x squared ends up being 28x squared, plus, and then the 7 times 3x ends up being 21x. 2 times 5x squared ends up being 10x squared. And then finally, 2 times x ends up being 2x. Now, if we can combine this one and this one together, because they're both x squared, that's called like terms, then we're going to have 28 x squareds plus 10 more x squareds for a total of 38 x squareds. And then plus this one and this one go together. 21 x's plus 2 more x's makes 23 x's. So our overall answer becomes 38x squared plus 23x. Hope this helps.